Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video, I brought a guest here, Javi here. Yeah, we just got to bring a guest once in a while. Today is Batman Day, so just kind of discuss all things Batman again, kind of talk about our favorite Batman movies, and again, maybe now we'll do a poll. What is that? A poll of like, yeah,
different films.
There you go, yeah, of who's the best Batman, and then ranking the best Batman films now, because I know in the previous video, I'll probably shoot it up somewhere, that we talked about favorite Batman, who was the best Batman, but this was before we decided. Now with Pattinson in the mix now with all the Batman live action on screen, so yeah, now we can kind of discuss what is the best Batman movie. It's a broad statement. I mean, there's so many great.
Because I don't know if you base the movie on the movie itself being good or the Batman.
Oh yeah.
Movie.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if some might like the Zack Snyder Batman, it's just not.
Oh yeah. True.
The movie itself, you know.
Yes, yeah.
Or some would have wanted to have that one Batman movie, like Snyder's Batman. If it was just a Batman movie,
yeah,
that would have been great. You know.
My personal opinion of like what is the best Batman portrayal, I would still have to say, like, if I had to choose, like, if there's anybody I could think of, it would be like the cartoons, which is the Kevin Conroy Batman. Sometimes I always forget that he was Batman for the longest time, for over 25 to almost 30 years.
This is pretty much all him.
I know, right?
Dedication to him. He was.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. But
yeah.
Kind of the series really.
Yeah.
Amped up Batman. Like,
it did, yeah.
And, you know.
It came out, I think, in '92, and it was the same time the first Batman came out with Michael Keaton. But when the series came out exactly at the same time, it just kind of took over the whole television series with the actual, Batman animated series. And
so it was the Keaton film and then the TV show. Because I asked that because I always liked how they kept the Danny Elfman soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like, and not that, I don't know, I feel like it's iconic, you know?
Yes, yeah, it's very theatrical, the score, and I think, Danny Elfman really did set the standard with the TV series, and then with the movie, the first two Tim Burton movies too, and just totally, like, revamped it in a different way, just very theatrical.
All right, well,
yeah.
Okay, well, let's start off kind of basic. Let me ask you, what's your favorite Batman film? And I just want to say that this guy is the biggest Batman fan.
Yeah, I'm the Batman fan, and you got the Godzilla guy over here.
You know, so when there's a Godzilla day,
Aaron, I would say it's probably Killmonger.
Right?
Just kidding. No. It's probably
so favorite.
I would say that from now that I've had this chance to kind of recap, but like I'm always recapping those movies, constantly watching those movies. Okay, so like if you want to get technical, accurate comic book Batman portrayal, I would say it has to go to the Ben Affleck, Zack Snyder vision. His vision for portrayal as Batman, I think he just looked like Batman the most. I really liked just the aesthetic look.
I hear that a lot. I hear, for the longest time, I would hear like hate on it, but then at the same time I look at photos and be like, that looks like Batman. Like,
he looks scary.
I get it, so
yeah.
I'm definitely on that side with him definitely having one of the best Batman.
I think it's the look for me for that one, but the best Batman.
That's Bruce Wayne look too.
Yeah, he does look a lot like
Just see the cartoon.
Yes, yeah.
The suit and the hair and everything.
Right.
Go ahead.
Oh no, yeah. You're right, because it's like he has certain looks that where I thought, man, it looks so good. He looks good as Bruce Wayne. He his look of the Batman and the bat suit. So, but as far as like best live action Batman, and now there's something to compare because now we've seen the Batman movie, now the new one with Robert Pattinson, and And yeah, like I remember in that first discussion video, we were talking about like how he's not. I was already like, I don't know, man. I didn't, you know. But then
I think it was one board thing where
yeah. Because again, it's like it's a scary feeling, like, and like when you think of Batman, and obviously the previous Batman was Ben Affleck, and he was 6 foot, and he's all jacked or whatever. He just, you know, at least in the first time when you actually see him in Batman versus Superman, he looked like a Batman, and then seeing him in the suits or whatever. But again, and then, you know, previous before that, you have Bale, and best Bruce Wayne is.
You're saying that was your favorite Batman, not movie, right?
Well, yeah, he would have to be like my like.
Oh, it was our favorite. Okay, so favorite Batman. So you're okay.
Like, yeah, like as far as like the look of it and everything, yeah, I really like Ben Affleck's portrayal of it. But best Batman movie,
Yeah.
that is like the biggest.
On the top of your head. Like,
Yes,
you
yeah.
say something. It could be an anime.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Oh man, see now it's like it's scary. Like because once I say it, it's over.
No, okay, well, maybe I should just say, well, me personally, and
Yeah.
this might be, I guess.
It doesn't matter if
a
it's.
Batman fan looking at it.
Yeah, yeah.
Even like a movie.
Yes.
The first Michael Keaton. Like,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and to be honest, it would be between that one and Batman. What's the second one called?
The Dark Knight. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's just
The Batman Returns.
Return, yeah.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Is like it's kind of hard to decide what my favorite would be.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I like those. I like the feel. I like the music.
Yeah.
It could be funny, but at the same time, like there's good action. And
It was still pretty dark.
Yeah. You know, even the second one, the Penguin. You know.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The first Batman, Michael Keaton, is
Yeah.
my favorite.
For sure. He is the GOAT.
And I think that's like comes from more of like also like a childhood preference. Like that makes me feel good.
Yes, yeah. No, yeah, for sure. I remember seeing those on VHS, and I remember, yeah, like, but I didn't understand the aesthetic. I didn't understand why it was so dark when my mom would put it on, or sometimes my dad, even my grandfather would put it on. And I'd hear the.
Yeah, sometimes it was like you gotta like think again, like wow, that was Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Weird, like you gotta like.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah, it's weird. It's Tim Burton, but
who don't like Batman,
yeah.
but yet they love Tim Burton films, and you tell them that was Tim Burton.
That's Tim Burton.
Now
Yeah.
they're like, oh really?
Yeah, yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, and they actually like it, you know? 'Cause they
Right.
see him, like his directing style is kind of was
Yeah.
definitely a nice touch for Batman, but it always trips me out a little bit. I'm just like, what? That was Tim Burton.
Yeah. No, those are great films. I would agree with 100%. Okay, so best, my favorite Batman movie of all time. Like, I mean, honestly, I would still have to give it to it's one I used to watch a lot, and it's always been like the coolest like plot twist, and you know, you get it's like a mystery movie, and it was one of the best. That was the reason why I became obsessed with Batman, which was Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. That was the movie.
I've never seen that.
Oh, dude, we gotta.
Is that the one you're gonna go watch?
I'm gonna go see Batman Forever. Speaking of Batman Day, they're showing all the Batman movies in theater again. Okay, I'm sorry, I've never seen this Batman in particular in a theater. I've always rewatched the Nolan trilogy. I've always watched the Tim Burton Batman movies. Even I think well, I've seen Batman vs Superman, all those other ones, and even the newest one. But I've never seen Batman Forever with Val Kilmer. So seeing it in the theater, oh my God, it's gonna be freaking awesome. Yes, yeah. I'm still waiting for that Joel Schumacher cut, because supposedly a long time ago that Warner Brothers has a director's cut in the vault in Warner Brothers, and there's like extra scenes, and they said it's more darker, just to have more scenes with Bruce like being a mentor to Robin, and like there's just more like you get more flashbacks of his childhood, and like just things like that where it's all psychological with him. But okay, yeah, I would say best Batman movie though go. It has to go to that Batman Phantasm. Yes, Kevin Conroy. Yeah, it's just when you watch that movie, when you just listen to the voices, like when you really hear the voice cast, it's amazing because like you hear Kevin Conroy's voice and you just hear how well he can change from his voice from being Batman to Bruce Wayne, and then you hear Bruce Wayne even like break down, like, and there's like scenes where he's crying. It's amazing voice acting. And then Mark Hamill is the Joker. You got Hamill in there, and then all the other, little characters as well. Even the leading lady, Andrea Beaumont, and it's just like you hear all these voices, and it's like, God, it's some of the best voice acting ever. I would say that's my best Batman movie in general, but if I had to choose a live action Batman movie, it would have to go to The Dark Knight. I think if I had to be really like nitpicky and just really sit and think, what is the Batman movie that I watched over and over and over, and I know every scene, I know all the dialogue, I know like the hype of that movie, it really changed the foundation of like the superhero. Like the second one really just like, even some people like they miss Batman Begins, they never seen Dark Knight Rises. When I showed Alyssa, she didn't see any of those, so I had to show her like, no, watch Batman Begins first and then watch Dark Knight and then watch Dark Knight Rises, because she was like, I only saw the second one with Heath Ledger. I'm like, but it's because the reason why that one was so good because of Heath Ledger and Bale and like having the Joker, I think with the Nolan. Yeah. It really did. That movie was really like, I remember just sitting in the theater, like my jaw was like dropped. Like I couldn't believe it. Seeing Joker in the jail cell. I remember
just
clapping. I just like lost it. I was like, this is insane. This is the most darkest thing I've ever seen. But again, there's debates. Obviously, there's a lot of debates. What is the best Batman movie? But again, it's my opinion. Everybody has their preference. But I think that one for me, I think is really just like, even as a film, if I had to choose, even as filming wise, I'd have to give it to the second one.
How would you say an unbiased opinion? Is that how you would say?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
I think the best Batman film is The Dark Knight. Like hands down. Like all aspects of the dialogue. I would have to say so. So as far as that goes, you're sticking with your favorite. I think you said your favorite Batman was the Affleck.
Like the best looking Batman, I'd have to give it to Batman. To Ben Affleck's Batman. He had I'm talking about the first time you see him in Batman versus Superman. I'm not talking about the Flash, in the new one. Oh my God, he looks so terrible. Whatever.
I remember that I think it was Comic-Con where they showed us the first teaser for Batman. Superman in the sky.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That,
dang, I gotta look that up again. Yeah.
What was it? Do you believe?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I know. Just seeing in the suit, I was like, "What? No way! That's not real."
Dude, that was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I could just rewatch that and be satisfied. No, as far as the look, man, I think he looks good. Really good Bruce Wayne in the suit, stocky, mean, tall.
Fight scene at the end in the warehouse. I lost it. I was like, what?
And I was so excited about the idea of having a Deathstroke.
Oh, I know, right?
As the villain. And,
yes,
because he's always one up on Batman, right? As far as, strength and everything. So, that would have been cool to see him doing
that. Would have been a perfect. Ben Affleck got a sequel, with the Deathstroke. If he got his own individual, and then Superman could have been Doomsday, like we were saying. It could have been two separate films.
And that's a whole other.
Whole other discussion.
What could have been. But best looking, you said best. That's the most best.
Best looking, I would have to give it to Ben Affleck. He just seeing it, I was so his with the voice. A lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it didn't really bother me. It just kind of, I thought it kind of amplified his voice.
It's not cool.
Yeah.
Especially in that sequence when with the Parademons flying, it's like that one shot.
Oh yeah.
That's what sold me. I was like, man, that's such a bad.
The Rock. Did you get it?
Yeah, there we go. That's.
No. Dun, 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 dun,
And the suit, we haven't seen anything like that before.
No.
The trench coat in that sequence.
Yes, yeah.
The trench coat.
Right.
The bats
And the goggles.
That's one of my favorite looks.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
It's just, it's just sad, unfortunate, with how everything ended, obviously, but the universe it just fell apart. But again, best Bruce Wayne. God, see, it makes me even stutter because it's really hard to.
It's harder for you than me.
Because it's like best Bruce Wayne. I mean, obviously the cartoons still hit a home run for me. Like the Batman animated series, no matter what, that version, the Kevin Conroy Bruce Wayne is the best version. But live action wise, it would have to go to either. I've always liked Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne.
Something about him, like how. Well, not.
Yeah.
But when he has the suit, he has those lines on his cheek.
Yes, yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yes, yeah.
But a couple times that I watched the movie, I liked his Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Like, there's a scene where he sees Joker for the first time, I think, or in public.
Yes, yeah.
He's just walking towards him, and there's bullets flying. He even gets hit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But like, you see that kind of real side, and then it switches it up to like, not that he was goofy. But well, he was kind of goofy. Weird. He had a different approach, definitely. Because he was like, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts."
That was just all Michael Keaton right there.
That was it.
No, I like that. Yeah.
There's scenes by him. Sorry, there's scenes by himself in the Batcave when he's sitting quiet.
Oh yes, yeah.
Those scenes, man.
And he's just.
Good. Yeah, and in public, he acts a little different. Like.
Oh yeah, it's all an act. Like it's all like for sure.
I like that. You know. And I think
yes.
Go with him for. Like the Bruce Wayne, maybe not looks wise, because it did take me a while to get used to his curls, man.
True. Yeah.
Like, what is that? You know?
It's true. He is the most like when I look at Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne, I feel like he's the most like like the brooding, meaning like he just sits there and you can tell he's thinking so much, but he looks the best when he's like thinking as Bruce. Like Bruce Wayne is just like in his own like daze and trance. Like he does look cool when he's puzzled and he's sitting there. And I like that part. Gets up, you know.
And then he's talking to Alfred in like serious voice, but then his demeanor changes when it's like.
Yes.
What's her name? The love interest, the blonde.
Oh, Vicky Vale, the first one? Yeah.
So when he first meets Vicky Vale, he's acting kind of like he's still acting kind of good.
Oh, yeah.
like he acts like usually opposite from Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
You know, he's kind of like, oh, well, this is my house. You know?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
When especially in the second Batman, in Batman Returns, when he's making out with Catwoman on the couch, and he's like, oh, he's like getting hurt because she's squeezing his wounds, and then he's like, oh, you can't do that, and he's like, neither can I.
So a very different approach, but speaking of that second one, again, Michael Keaton, you have him dancing in that ball, which is pretty, when they have the mask.
Everyone's wearing a mask but him.
Yes.
Because he already knows, like, I wear a mask every day. But that's what's cool. I like that because it gives you gives you two different personality personas. Batman and Bruce Wayne are totally opposite, and that's why I like the characters who are real, like the Bruce Waynes who are really quirky and goofy. I feel like that's exactly what I envision, because Batman isn't the mask. It's Bruce Wayne is the mask.
So it kind of makes sense. Like now that I'm thinking about it, you don't want too how do you say it? Like too dark personas per se.
Right.
Like, oh, that's Batman. It's the guy sitting in the corner that's not talking to anybody. It's the suicidal guy.
Yeah.
But you have Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne. He's like, I'm buying this place.
I'm buying this hotel.
Change some rules about
hilarious.
So that's like him, like very cringy.
Yeah.
I think Batman was older, So I think he's getting tired of the two-faced.
Yes, yeah. He's already done with all the.
This guy, Pattinson, I think he's just too young and he hasn't created those two personalities.
Yes, that's what I like about Ben Affleck's, is that he's too old, and then Pattinson's is too young. We haven't got that. Like, well, like now, I'm saying now.
I get you.
But like Christian Bale and Michael Keaton were like in the middle-age Batman. They were like in their mid-30s or early 40s.
Those two, Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Yes, yeah.
And you have Bruce Wayne when he's not in the suit, but he's not in front of everybody. And I think Michael Keaton stands out, you know?
Yes, yeah. I know, and I know like Christian Bale. I'm sorry.
To all you suck-ups.
All you phonies. All you sycophantic suck-ups.
Please go.
Please go. Please leave. Stop smiling. It's not a joke. Please leave. Get out. Something like that.
That's when Patrick Bateman comes up.
Yeah. But yeah. Totally, yeah. I think it's just like, it's weird, I think, because certain takes, like the Bale's version of Bruce Wayne was more serious. Mm-hmm. He didn't have that quirkiness to his persona so much. He didn't have that where he made it really obvious. Like some moments, they highlighted it, some moments where he's like, do you think I should go to a hospital? Like, where he's all like, he's
playing like that dumb.
Yeah, he's acting clueless. But it's just, I didn't get that much from his Bruce Wayne. Like, I don't know. I felt like he just acted in a little bit more like serious tone. It was, again, but that's because it's Christopher Nolan's version of, the Batman and all that. But
I can't wait to see how maybe in the second Batman film, Pattinson.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that, because I did see some kind of like clips online that he was like making out with like a girl. I'm like, that's real Bruce Wayne.
That's bad.
Yeah, like that's the way Bruce Wayne's supposed to be. Like he's supposed to give this image that he's, again, like this playboy. Like he's this, I'm a spoiled brat. I can do whatever I want. But then when he goes home, he's like the real person he wants to be, which is the Batman. That's the cool part, is that Batman is really who he is. It's not Bruce Wayne.
That's always the question, right? Who he has like an identity crisis at some points.
Yeah.
Like, is this Batman or is this? Because they're like, that's
yeah.
They're like a person in the middle. It's like Bruce Wayne, Batman, and you have whoever Bruce Wayne is.
Yeah.
He's not around people, and he's not Batman.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's their public, how they are in public, and then how they are behind closed doors.
Always Batman, and he hates the fact that he's always like Batman. Like, he doesn't.
Yeah, that's why I did like too, even about Robert Pattinson's, because like Alfred's telling him, he's like, you don't care that you're gonna kill, and he's like, Alfred, stop it. You're not my father. Like, he gets mad because he doesn't even care. And I like that, because we never seen that, like the young Bruce who doesn't care. But that's still not the Bruce that I want to see. I want to see him become a totally different person. Like when he's Bruce Wayne, he's like all, yeah, I'm one over there. I just drove my bike into this or whatever. I just got cliff diving or whatever. Yeah.
So I think, what if we move into, let's rank, let's stick away from animated.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let's go ahead and rank the live action. And how many Batman films are there? I mean, well,
there's
two Keatons, then there's
two Joel Schumachers with two different actors.
And we'll get into the Dark Knight
trilogy,
and then Zack
Snyder, and then Batman. There's like about 10, I think, in total. 10 or
stick to just your top 5 list. Can you do that? Is that possible?
Top 5? Yeah, I think I could do that.
Let's go ahead and do that. Which I already know what your number 1 is, probably.
Probably number 1 would probably have to go to, I would still say the first Batman movie. Number 1 would have to be the first Batman movie, Keaton. Second, right after that, would have to go to The Dark Knight. Okay. And then third would have to go to Batman Begins, believe it or not, because, again, we never saw an origin story other than Batman Begins.
I want to see it again. I'm sorry.
But
I want to see Batman go through this extensive training.
I would have to still say, Batman Begins, just because, again, it's the start of his origin. Never saw that in the first four the Tim Burton ones, the Joel Schumacher. We never got that.
Oh, you never fight.
Yeah, and then the fourth one would have to go to Batman versus Superman, just because yeah, basically. And then the fifth one would probably have to go to Pattinson, the Batman.
Okay.
I think it's just because the storylines of what's happening and like, you know,
I liked it. I think the only thing I did not like is having that Joker scene. I think it was very unnecessary. Like, I didn't need that. It felt like an extra. It felt like that should have been like one of those things where it's like,
it should have.
I'm gonna watch Batman again. So
Yeah.
the Joker
Right.
director could. No, I didn't need that. It was
Yes.
kind of like I could have waited for that moment, you know.
Right.
But that's a good list, good ranking, and let me see, top 5 for me. I made up my mind. I'm gonna go with Batman Returns instead of the first Batman. I think Batman Returns is
Okay. Yeah.
like it better in my opinion.
Yes, the suit, the action is more in that one. I love it. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go. I like The Dark Knight Rises, man. I don't know why it gets a bad rap, but I like Bane, even if it's like in a comedic way. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's just
No.
like
The redemption to that character.
I like that. And then
Reminds me a lot of Rocky 3.
and then it's the Batman, Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
And then the Batman, the first one, Keaton.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we need one more.
Is it you already said the Pattinson one or?
Yes.
Okay.
Third one, and then probably the first Batman. Yeah. So I have 2 first Batman movies. I would put Zack Snyder. I know Zack Snyder.
I mean, yeah.
Basically a Batman film.
It doesn't technically count, but it
does.
it's sort of, yeah.
It's him, man. But personally, I think I needed more of the Batman.
Yes.
To make that. It's just it's cool. I just wish we would go to that film. You know?
True, yeah. Very true, yeah. I know. We'll see, because I'm curious to see again. Like, it's been a while since a Batman film has actually like sucked. Like never, probably since the early the '90s one, like Batman and Robin. Yeah. I actually do remember seeing that one in theater. That's this car is actually from the '90s car. This is the Batman and Robin car. I still have. This was my brother's. Had it in a box somewhere. It's the Batman and Robin. Yeah.
Transmission.
Yep.
I think this is before we close everything out. I think one of a fun question would be, who would be your favorite Batman villain? And let's make this a little more interesting. Let's kick out Joker.
Oh, okay. If I had to kick out Joker.
And let's forget, because
that's Like
I want to know. There's a lot of villains that a lot of people don't know.
I've always been a fan of Two-Face.
Okay.
And Scarecrow is cool. I think I like him more in the series than in the movie. But
he was really cool in the movie. I think he's a little bit more.
He needs more. Yeah, he needs more like character development. Everything. Yeah, he needs. I do like Mr. Freeze a lot. He not the Arnold Schwarzenegger, but the character itself.
Even if it's the character itself, but dude, yeah.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Stupid, man. I freeze. I'm Batman.
Fun character. Let's just say that. And it was really cool.
Yeah.
But you said Mr. Freeze, a character. No one specific. Maybe in the TV.
Yeah.
He's better.
Yeah. I would like to see.
Two-Face, right?
Two-Face. Yeah, I've always liked Two-Face. He's just perfect character.
Clayface. Is it Clayface again?
Yeah. If I had to give like top 5 villains, yeah, obviously. Well, if I did top 5.
So let's exclude Joker though.
Okay, yeah. If I had to rank villains, it would have to be, Two-Face, Mr. Freeze. He's probably the Riddler, and then after the Riddler, it would probably have to go to like Clayface. I would really love to see a Clayface. I'm really hoping they put him in a live action. Dude, he would be awesome, like an awesome villain to throw in, because he can transform into anybody, and that's the thing. Batman could be. There's like episodes where, Clayface is portraying as somebody else, and then Batman takes him down, and you're thinking like, oh, it's the Joker, and then he transforms into Clayface, and you're like, oh man, he just got like he's a chameleon basically. That guy can be anybody. And then maybe fifth one would probably be, I would like to see the Mad Hatter
Oh, I was not expecting that.
the Mad Hatter, because that guy messes with Batman's like psychological, and that really can break down the Batman mentally. He can like twist your head like pretty much full 180, you know.
Oh, man, those are all good options for a live action movie, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
ones you chose.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I feel like I love all the creatures and monsters.
Yeah.
For instance, Killer Croc.
Oh yeah,
Man.
there you go. Those are great. Well, yeah, Clayface is one of them. Clayface,
Yeah,
man.
Clayface is on that one for sure.
Yes.
I don't know much about him. I've seen some cool things. But yeah, Clayface, because he gets big, right?
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can get really big too.
And there's one. It's a female.
Poison Ivy, yes.
I was gonna have Catwoman on the list, but she's not necessarily the biggest villain. She's more like a.
She's like an anti-hero, so she's good and bad, but she's mostly good. Yeah. No, that's awesome, because yeah, I always forget about those guys like Killer Croc and.
Because like that guy's cool in art and games.
Yes, yeah. I recently saw the Penguin series, the first episode, and man, I don't know, man. It might be honestly one of my favorite villains now for the Batman, but I just don't know if they're gonna incorporate Colin Farrell again in the next movie and make him act like an actual villain. Yeah, it's great already. I'm already blown out of the park with that one, because it's great acting, the style, the aesthetic, and oh man, it's just perfect. So we'll see what goes on with that next. So all right, guys, that's a wrap for Batman Day, and let me know in the comments what's your yeah. Just wanted a got to dish it out once in a while with Batman. I know I'm wearing a Ninja Turtle shirt, but obviously just didn't get the memo. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for joining me, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.